Number 5. False medical history.
All of the years that Gypsy had suffered through with surgeries that were unnecessary, procedures, this perceived facade that she had to carry on with.
This is a failure of the healthcare system. How can a person who is not ill see so many neurologists, oncologists, and other doctors and not be treated?
In the heart-wrenching saga of Gypsy Rose, the deceptive facade of her false medical history emerges as a tragic tale of manipulation and deceit. From the cradle, Gypsy was ensnared in a web of fabricated illnesses meticulously crafted by her mother, Dee. Leukemia, muscular dystrophy, and countless surgeries defined Gypsy's childhood as she became a prisoner of her own supposed ailments.
Children's Mercy Hospital to see my beauty.
It was in fact Dee who was sick with Munchausen by proxy, a mental disorder in which the person fakes or causes illness or injury to others. The revelation that shattered the carefully constructed facade shook her to the core. Gypsy, despite being bound to a wheelchair and dependent on the world of medical procedures, could walk. Her seemingly frail existence was a mere illusion orchestrated by Dee. Soon, another shocking revelation emerged: Gypsy's true age.
I was excited and very scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I'm 18 years old and I got a baby here, so...
But she was beautiful and perfectly healthy.
Yeah, she was. Nothing wrong with her. She looked perfect.
Contrary to Dee's claims, Gypsy was not the sickly youngster she portrayed. In a stunning twist, Gypsy was revealed to be 5 years older than her mother insisted, making her a legal adult at the time of the slaying. Gypsy's false medical history was not just a tale of feigned illnesses. It was a tragic chronicle of a young woman robbed of her agency, confined by a mother's deceit. Number 4. A twisted romance.
She would show interest in different boys and try to ask me advice on how do you approach them? How do you kiss a boy?
In the shadowy corners of the internet, Gypsy Rose and Nick wove a twisted romance that would send shockwaves through the tale of their love affair. Their connection sparked on a Christian dating site, an ironic backdrop for a romance veiled in secrecy.
I need to tell you something. I'm no model. I have a medical condition, so I can't walk. I have a chair I use. Is that an issue?
Why would that be a problem? You are an angel in my eyes. It will never make any difference in how I see you from the inside out.
Gypsy, captive to her mother's deception, sought an escape into the virtual world where she stumbled upon Nick. Little did they know, their clandestine affair would evolve into one of the most horrifying tragedies of our time. On a movie outing with Dee.
She got jealous because I was spending a little too much attention on him, and she had ordered me to stay away from him.
Gypsy and Nick met up in secret in a handicapped bathroom stall to be physically intimate before Gypsy attempted to introduce her new boyfriend to her mother, only to be met with harsh disapproval. Gypsy Rose willingly entered into a BDSM dynamic with Nick Godejohn when they began dating, engaging in online fantasies. During this period, Nick sent her a document, referred to as a bill of sale, effectively asserting ownership over Gypsy. As they became increasingly intimate over the phone, their forbidden connection deepened, and so did their sinister plans. The year-long conspiracy to liberate Gypsy from her mother's clutches took shape. Number 3. A fatal escape plan.
The gonna go down tonight. Just the gloves and knife?
Duct tape, too, to muffle her.
I'll pre-cut it.
I didn't hate her.
You wanted her dead.
Yes, but it was not because I hated her. It was because I wanted to escape her.
Nick, the clandestine partner in Gypsy's rebellion, executes a macabre plan to liberate her from the clutches of her manipulative mother. Under the cloak of darkness, Nick stealthily infiltrates the Blanchard home. Armed with determination, he confronts and attacks Dee several times with a knife. As the lifeless body of Dee lies in the bedroom, Gypsy and Nick indulge in physical intimacy and watching movies. The juxtaposition of their newfound freedom against the backdrop of Dee Dee's demise paints a terrifying picture of liberation stained with blood.
Her lungs would have literally been floating in blood.
He wanted you to help clean up blood, right?
Yes, sir.
And he wanted you to clean Nick.
Yes, sir.
This all the more horrific is not just the injury of the knife being plunged through her back, but also penetrating the lungs, and she is essentially suffocating to death on her own blood.
Shortly thereafter, Gypsy and Nick find themselves arrested by the police, and it is only a matter of time before Nick confesses, revealing the intricate web of deception and the motives behind the heinous act.
Okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her.
Do you know how many times you stabbed her?
4.
Number 2. Dee Dee's alleged witchcraft. Bobby Petra, a family member, becomes the reluctant storyteller, offering insights into Dee Dee's peculiar fascination with black magic.
There was something else.
She was a very filthy person.
She was giving her some Roundup in her food and stuff.
She was putting some poison in my food, the same thing she had put in the plant.
He recounts a chilling narrative, suggesting that Dee Dee not only dabbled in, but may have actively practiced the mysterious arts. Dee Dee was in possession of a Ouija board, a tool she allegedly wielded to control and manipulate family members. Dee Dee's stepmother, Laura Petra, suffered 9 bedridden months of illness after Dee Dee allegedly poisoned her with Weed Slayer. Additionally, family members suspect Dee Dee's involvement in her biological mother's demise due to starvation. All this becomes haunting proof of the sinister forces at play within the Blanchard family. Number 1. Provocative Facebook posts. At the heart of the Blanchard family's saga lies a chilling chapter marked by Gypsy's provocative Facebook posts, a digital revelation that sent shockwaves through the virtual realm. The joint Facebook account, once a shared space between Dee Dee and Gypsy, became the stage for Gypsy's explicit and disturbing declarations about her mother's demise.
Who made that post?
I did.
Did you make that post pretending to be somebody else?
Yes.
And who were you pretending to be?
Nick.
She chose to post a strange message reading, "The dash is lifeless." Friends and family, stumbling upon this digital confessional, were thrust into a world of horror and disbelief. Gypsy's motives behind these shocking posts came to light during a prison interview. In a disturbing twist, Gypsy confessed to personally writing those messages. According to her, the explicit posts were to ensure the swift discovery of Dee Dee's lifeless body, advocating for a proper burial.
I wanted her to be found. I wanted the cops to find her body. I didn't believe I could do it.
Could you explain what you mean by that?
I don't like blood. I don't like the sight of blood. Frankly, I'm too squeamish.
In her distorted reality, the grotesque nature of the message became a means to an end, a twisted plea for closure.
How the murder was to take place, that was all up to the defendant, correct?
That is correct.
And it was the defendant that told you he wanted to stab your mom.
Correct.
And it was the defendant that told you he wanted a knife.
Yes.
Bonus, Gypsy's high-pitched tone.
That voice is something you don't forget.
2103 West Volunteer Way, Springfield, Missouri.
There were comparisons to cartoon characters, saying that she was forcefully talking like a baby. It sounded a little like maybe she had had some helium.
Gypsy, Rose's enigmatic high-pitched voice, resembling a youngling despite her adulthood, invites speculation and curiosity. Potential explanations, including puberphonia after traumatic experiences or surgeries, deepen the mystery. Dr. Nick Morgan suggests it might be a manipulative tool, an unconscious element of the elaborate ruse carefully constructed by Dee Dee. The peculiar cadence of Gypsy's voice, a haunting echo of her tumultuous past, adds an enigmatic layer to the complex narrative of a young woman caught in a web of deception and control. Signing off for now. Tune in next time for another riveting episode.